Hello everybody, welcome back to RaBBois. I'm Sweet, joined here with my brother Yit, and I'm debating if I should include that fart that you put in the beginning or not.
Why do you have to out me like that? That was very inappropriate.
The second I clicked record, he farted, and the mic picked it up perfectly. Not really a pleasing sound, though. You probably lose all retention. You know, if you talk about piss, you'll lose 5% of viewers. Piss. Just lost all of our... No, that's what Mr. B said. It's like a thing that he did. But the day of recording this, although it's probably not going to come out, is Thanksgiving. So thank you so much. We are so thankful for our viewers, and I am thankful for you.
And
brother. Thank you so much for that. You said there's something controversial about what happens on Thanksgiving. Apparently
I don't know. There's always
political now.
Every year there's a fight of whether we should celebrate it. Because one side,
the holiday's built on the ground of other
natives, and the Westerners conquered it and took away their land. So Thanksgiving is a really bad holiday.
But I thought, as I said in the beginning of the podcast, like before the intro, that like we dined with them and that it was like a nice thing that we're all dining together and having this amazing thing together and peace.
Based.
No, I thought that like that's what the celebration was.
Well, that's what it is.
That they ate together and there was like this unity.
I can't. I don't know the. I don't freaking know the history.
We probably honestly.
No, I don't know if they. I think they dined together, but some people say they didn't.
It's probably a lie, maybe. And even if it isn't, I'm not educated whatsoever on that, so I'm not gonna like pretend that I know something.
Well, I just think it's nice to be thankful one day a year. So, if you're gonna hate on the actual reason. At least take the day and just be thankful for your life in general. I don't know why people have to be like, I actually hate everything.
I hate Thanksgiving.
And I hate my family.
I hate Thanksgiving, and it has nothing to do with the creation of Thanksgiving.
What, you don't like turkey?
No, I love turkey. I love stuffing. I just hate everything. I hate everything. It's like I'm scrolling on my app and I see everyone talking about, like I'm scrolling TikTok and see everybody talking about Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? Or just like jokes about bringing up politics at the table. And I'm just like, I hate all of this because they all look happy. And I hate happiness.
I was thinking about it. I think, unfortunately, a lot of people don't like their family. I think it's
I love my family.
I think we're very lucky. Thank God.
We're very thankful.
We're very thankful.
Very thankful that we love each other.
I think a lot of families don't like each other. I mean, not a lot. I think a good amount of people that have issues. Not that they don't like. They have certain issues with their families. And Thanksgiving is an off day, and it's like kind of like this cultural thing that we get back with our family. We do it all the time.
I was about to say that. It's interesting.
We have Shabbos, and we also have all the holidays.
We have Thanksgiving every single week, and technically it's more of just like a family dinner, and we have it twice a week, Friday night and Saturday daytime. But if you're talking about holidays, we have a family meal literally like 20 times a year, official meals.
If you're gonna not see, but people don't have that. If you don't see your family all year, you have like issues.
Sure, if you're not Jewish and you don't really celebrate holidays, like that's probably the only time you actually do that. It's interesting.
And Christmas or whatever, obviously. Like
there's meals. Is it nighttime, daytime, both?
And then people come home, they talk to their family.
They drink eggnog. What's eggnog?
I think it's like morning alcohol.
Oh, I don't think it's kosher.
No, it's not.
It's like
milk, I think.
There's egg in it? Like, I have no clue.
I have no idea.
I assume I feel like
it's like
I always imagine it as like egg whites and milk.
It actually might be. I'm not. Like,
I'm just assuming
We're
that.
like
I have
idiots.
no clue.
We have no idea.
We have never celebrated that holiday because it's about a dude that Jews, weren't too fond of. No, you can celebrate it as you please.
He was Jewish.
He was Jewish. Apparently now he's Muslim, though. They're changing the history now.
They're changing now?
I don't know. Yeah, they keep on saying new things. No, I think they said that because a Muslim means someone that's like God-fearing or something. Or whatever.
I don't know. Point is that people... I think people have certain issues with their family members, and then they come down after a whole year of not seeing them, and maybe even ruminating about it for the whole year. Because when you don't see someone, you get annoyed at them. It's like you get more annoyed because if I'm annoyed at someone and then I see them the next day and I have to face them face to face.
You're saying all the outbursts come out then?
Yeah, no, or
it's all built up.
Or she's like, I was like mad at them yesterday, and then I see them the next day and I say, you know what? I'm actually like stupid. I'm not mad at them. But if you get mad at someone, then leave and never see them. The anger is still there. You never like worked through it yourself, but you never saw them a lot of times. So then, like, imagine a whole year. Your parents said something you didn't like. Your uncle said something you didn't like. Your siblings said something you didn't like. Then, like, but you didn't really talk to them because you're working
it's built
somewhere
up
else
all that time.
Yeah, and then you come home and it's like, you remember last year when it's like, whoa, and then it's like all this stuff comes out. I think that's what happens a lot. It's not like you hate each other, just like you never connected the whole year.
I'm mainly
and then like now it's like too much almost.
I'm mainly just upset seeing people happy. I don't like when I see happy people. It bothers me.
They're not really happy.
No, I'm envious.
I keep seeing on Twitter that people post their family drama. It's like a new thing.
They post their drama on Twitter.
People
no one wants to. Actually, people do want to see
yeah,
it. That's
people
why it does
silently
well.
record when the fights start happening on Thanksgiving. Cause
I've seen those.
They silently record it. It's like a random family fighting.
They are kind of funny.
It's funny, but it's also like
it's sad that they're posting it for sure.
Like, I guess they're like, if we're gonna fight anyways, we might as well get content.
Yeah, exactly. We should freaking. We need to get on this. What are we doing?
Let's go. It's just I find it really distasteful because like if you're going through something as a family and like people are mad at each other, then like don't be posting on Twitter or like Instagram for like.
No, that's exactly what we need to do. And I started getting active recently on Twitter again. I don't know if you've been seeing my tweets. I've been going fairly viral recently. I got 30 likes on one of my tweets. There's this new it's more the trend's a few weeks old, but AI generators can make very realistic AI images. Did I show it to you already? I may have shown it to you.
You did tell me you were doing something.
People are using AI generators, which could generate any image that you type into it, and they're making dark Disney Pixar posters of certain things. Like they took Hiroshima and they abbreviated it into Shima with like the dash above it. Is it apostrophe? What's that freaking dash before a word called above the letter?
Oh, it's like a word. I have no idea.
There's a letter.
Okay, that sounds dumb.
Very stupid. You're a lawyer, by the way. Just so you know, you're a lawyer.
It's a
certified.
Yeah, it was a hard day at work.
You got business cards, I saw.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, it reminded me of like that one scene in what's that thing with that dude? You know that movie with the guy? It's freaking Paul, not Paul. He's like
you have to give me the story.
He became American Psycho. You ever watched American Psycho?
No.
Ah, damn. Well, that's where all the Sigma memes like stemmed from or whatever. Basically, he's a businessman and he kills people on nighttime. And there's and he's like chaotic. But there's this one scene where it's a bunch of all the businessmen get together, and one guy pulls out his business card, and it's like this nice quality business card, and they're like, pretty good. Then he pulls out his business card, and it's slightly fancier, more like makes some sound. And then they're like, let's see Paul Allen's business card. It became a massive meme, and it's like metal, clangy. Like he drops it, and it goes like aluminum, like bouncing on the table. Yours were pretty alright. It was like a hard cardboard. No, that came out worse than it should. But like they seemed nice.
They're regular business cards.
They weren't tin. They weren't metal. They didn't clang on the table.
They're shiny.
They're shiny. No, they look nice. They look pretty nice. Actually, yeah, Ma opened it up. I thought like you would be upset. I'm upset by that or something because I thought it was your bar certification or something. It'd be like you opening up my YouTube plaque, which you almost did.
I did not. I just threatened it. I sent you a picture with scissors in the box.
When my 100K plaque came in the mail, which I've been waiting years literally for, it was just on our front. It was literally just there, just in a little box on the front porch for anyone to take. Honestly, if I was like a UPS guy, I'd be like, ooh, and I watched it too, cool, you know. But you sent me a picture with like scissors. No, you were like mid motion with it. Like you were like about to cut open the thing. You brought it inside though. I didn't even want you to bring it inside. I wanted to have every aspect of it.
I know. I felt bad, so I threw it out. I put it back where I found it.
Yeah, it doesn't count. It's like when the Jews swap the food in the hotel fridge so that we don't get charged.
Well, in my weird brain, I convinced myself that I brought it in so no one would steal it. That was my weird brain.
Okay.
Because it sounds like it's like a YouTube box and it looks cool.
It is literally a YouTube box. Anyone can just take it.
Yeah, it sounds like driving by. I was like, hey, what's that?
Oh my god, there's a YouTuber on our street. Let's freaking take this crap. But then I made that unboxing video. Very epic, cool. Emotional. Actually, I didn't cry. I don't have emotion anymore ever since. I don't know. I lost all emotion. Get it? You spend so much time working for it that you lose the emotion.
You lose the taste. You're actually doing a lot better on your channel.
Yeah, because I've been selling out.
So sell out.
That's what I've been doing. I've just been giving my audience what they want. I don't mind making it, but it's sort of that this podcast is sort of like one of the only platforms where I'm like more authentically myself, and I've like come to that realization.
You didn't shout us out in your recent video.
Because I'm not going to shout out this stupid podcast in a video that has nothing to do at all with. If I'm reacting to freaking clips of like a Family Guy trying not to laugh, no one wants to watch our stupid podcast at the end of it. Like, I feel like a loser saying that. Go check out a podcast. Like, I only do it at the end of videos that have some sentimental, emotional feeling because then they'd actually care what I have to say.
Got it. Fine. Yeah. You know what's interesting about? I wonder if people. Speak about emotions. I wonder if the next generation is going to have, like, either really bad emotional problems or like no emotion.
I
Either or.
I think the next generation will have too much emotion. That they'll be going crazy
Because they
in
see
their
too
head.
many things?
No, because this generation cares a lot about emotion. Like we're more emotionally aware. It's a good thing. It's a great. We love emotion. It's a great thing.
It's beautiful.
But I also feel that it goes a little bit too far sometimes. Like not every individual intricate detail has to possibly be addressed. That's my opinion. And when you start over analyzing everything, it can cause you to go a little bit crazy, which is I'm going a little bit crazy.
Did you?
And the next generation will go even more crazy.
Did you see You're So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah by Adam Sandler?
I did not see that.
It's funny.
Heard of it. I
it's
did not
funny.
watch
As a Jewish person, it's hilarious.
I'm just sick of. I assume it's just gonna be the same jokes.
But to the point about emotion. So they have this thing, this running gag in the movie. Spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's.
Wait, I know you're spoiling it for me. No, just spoil.
It's like a small thing, like basically.
Adam Sandler movies don't really have its spoilers.
It's comedy, but it's very funny because
they're all built the same. Netflix
like,
made the same 5 movies with Ryan Reynolds this year.
Exactly. It's like the cliche like Reform Judaism like shtick.
I get it.
That's all the jokes.
They're probably bouncing her on the chair and put a tallis on her.
Yeah, it's all that. So, but the one part which was funny was they're like watching something on their phone, like videos on the phone, and like Adam Sandler, the father in the movie, was like what are they doing? And it's like it's a try not to cry, Dad, and whoever cries first loses.
Okay.
It's like this emotional challenge. It's like that's Next Generation where like
openly crying in front of
No,
everyone.
you have to watch like soldiers come home videos or animals seeing their owners after a year, and whoever cries first loses. So my point is that like it was hilarious because we don't feel anything until like we force ourselves to feel things, or we see too much of it. We like to feel that emotion when we're feeling down because we want to feel the emotion too much. I think it's interesting.
What the hell are you talking about? Like I don't understand any of what you just said.
Meaning that this generation is very emotionally aware.
Yes.
And sometimes we want to feel that emotion too much in order to escape another emotion.
That's that's very, very
like when you get mad, you watch try not to cry videos because you're like, I'm just gonna cry.
You're saying we're sick of feeling emotion, so we try to replace it with other emotion.
Yeah.
Like one specific emotion, so we
or
try
get rid of
emotion.
And
or you shove all the thoughts deep down and you let it come back to haunt you in 30 years, and then you address it then.
Well, I think
go more crazy.
I think there's too many things. I think we have too much access, a lot of kids, to like everything that's going on in the world, and you just can't hold in your head. What was funny was
brains aren't meant to look at screens for 12 hours. I don't think humanity was created like the human, like the animal of a human being per se. I don't think was genetically coded to be able to look at a screen and speak into a microphone for many hours a day.
We appreciate you looking at your screen right now.
Thank you so much for watching us. But even us doing this right now, like, imagine back in the older days, you're just talking to yourself in a... Well, to be honest, they did talk to themselves in the basement a long time back then. But we're not made for this, you know?
Well, what was funny was I have a real problem with parents nowadays.
Oh?
As one of them. But I am better than everyone, obviously. But I was going shopping.
You are better.
I was going shopping, and I see people take their kids.
How dare they go shopping?
How dare they go shopping with their kids?
With your kids?
No, they're with their kids.
Okay.
And whenever I go shopping with my kids, it's always a nightmare because our kids are young and we don't plaster a TV in front of them as they're shopping.
Oh, okay.
So they're
By the way, I give you so much credit for that. I'll talk about iPad kids in a second.
Yeah, let me get that.
Go.
So my kids are like, "Ooh, let me grab this, and it's such a headache. But you know what? Let them explore. They're kids. Let them grab things off the shelf. Let you be annoyed at it. It's fine. Like it's just part of life. But it's annoying to go shopping with them. Like I get it. It's very annoying. But when I went myself and I was looking, and then I could go myself, I could see everything finally. I'm not like stressed about my kids when I'm shopping, and I see like other people with their kids, and their kids are just like they plop them in the shopping cart. It's amazing. I crack so much when this podcast is crazy.
Your voice cracked?
Many times.
I noticed more the acid reflux. There was like a 5-minute period of you constantly swallowing because you just had the Thanksgiving meal.
That's
so
funny.
I could understand that. But
wait, let me get back to it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, I get it. It's easier to throw your kid in front of like. By the way, when I try with my kids, they actually get bored because they're not used to it. They actually are not used to looking at screens.
Uh-huh.
Like when we fly, I say, "Watch a movie," like because it gets like flights are freaking whatever.
So you cave on the planes.
It's like, yeah, I do cave. I try to cave. Whenever I give it to them, they say, no, I don't want it. They get bored. They don't like it. They rather, like, stare at people and bother
They don't
them.
like it until you, like, break them into it.
It was like...
Then they're stuck to
they
it.
They get distracted for a few minutes, but, like, there are kids who, like, watch, like, the whole plane
You ever saw
ride.
that video of it was a father and his little daughter. They went out to eat at a restaurant, and the daughter just had that sticky, rubbery tablet in front of her face the entire time, just not even paying attention to her father.
But I understand it's easier to go shopping with their kids like that, but like it's just like crazy. Like these kids, you're out of your house. Like at least like I'm not trying to judge. I am judging.
You're allowed to judge.
Actually, I'm judging.
I think people that put tablets in front of their kids are stupid. Even if I'm sorry, I said it.
Oh my god.
Even if it's people I know, because it is. If it's all you do, if it's like not moderated. Giving your kid unmoderated internet access when they're 3 years old.
Well, they just give them like Cocomelon on YouTube, and it's like kind of restricted. So it's more like
it depends how long. If it's like an hour, but if it's all of their free time, they're just watching.
No, I don't think it's
brain rot and skibbity toilet. You're gonna be messed up kids, and that's why kids can't read, as we said in the other podcast.
My point is that I understand the idea that you want to just have an easy trip, but this is one time that you're taking your kid out in public and like. They could explore the world a little bit, but no, they're still glued into that little box. At home, you see, maybe at home for a little bit, you want a break, and kids are going crazy, fine. But now you're outside and you're shopping, and in a way, it's harder. It's like okay, now
it's hard to walk around with that tablet.
Well, it's hard to walk around.
Bring it out,
Well, no, it's hard to go shopping when your kids are running around. So you'd rather throw a screen at them. But it's so funny. On one hand, I saw like this like really like let's say upper class parent with their kid, and then I went to another store who was like very low class parent with their kid. I'm not like judging. I don't care how much.
And
money
they all had their tablets.
Yeah, but it was like everyone.
Peace and unity.
It was like everyone.
See, we're all the same.
We're
Look
all
at
the
humanity, so peaceful.
It was like funny. Like everyone like no matter what, they're all on their iPads.
See, we're just all humans are the same at the end of the day. This is another thing for equality because we're all rotting our brains at the same time.
Yeah, but I don't know what's gonna do to these kids who just watch all day.
It's gonna make their attention span stupid, and it's gonna make their brains just develop weirdly as they get older. That's pretty much what's gonna happen. And the new generation, our generation, well, Gen Z generation mainly, have like come together. They said they're not gonna.
They're gonna have to teach law school like in 3-second increments.
Exactly.
Like scroll. To
no, there's gonna be Subway Surfers below the classes. Like, oh, okay, I get it. I saw this video yesterday on TikTok. It was a bunch of new Taylor Swift fans, like excited to listen to her music. They bought one for CDs because it's like retro now to buy a CD, and it was a 2-minute video of them trying to take the CD out of the container.
Oh, I think I saw certain ones like that. You saw the one where the father gave the kid a cassette player and a tape, and he said, "Here, this has songs in it," and they're trying to plug their headphones into like the holes. It was hilarious.
I think I've done that actually, maybe when I was younger. Maybe
it makes sense, but they're like older. They're like 8, 9.
I saw a video of a kid doing this on a book. He's trying to swipe on the book. It was so sad. I saw another video of a 2-year-old kid was sleeping, laying down, and he was doing this while sleeping. That was sad. That was like dystopian, weird, like effed up. But it took them 2 minutes to eventually click the thing for the CD to pop out.
Yeah.
And then once that happened, the video ended up cutting off, but they spent another few minutes trying to put it in the CD player because they didn't know how that worked either.
I guess where was I going? Oh, wait, shoot! I just lost
Point
my
is,
point.
a lot of people are. Generation is doomed, but we say that every single generation. Society is constantly falling apart, but we always find a way to adapt. My real question is, if we're always getting smarter,
I remember. Okay, go.
If we're always getting smarter,
I forgot it.
If we're always getting smarter,
you made me forget it.
If we're always getting smarter, how is the new generation? Now I forgot it because you forgot it. Your stupidness is contagious. If every generation gets smarter, supposedly, right? But every generation's also getting like worse, or like more degenerate-wise, maybe, possibly, perhaps, maybe. So if this next generation is supposed to get smarter, how's that possible if attention span gets lower? Because there's more access to the internet, so from a young age, kids could already start learning about things, but at the same time, they're worsening their minds because the internet at the same time is also ruining their minds. So will the next generation be smarter? Or will it be a selected group of geniuses and a bunch of dumbasses, sort of like WALL-E, where there's a bunch of robots, a bunch of fat people on chairs hovering around?
Probably.
That's probably what will happen, yeah.
I guess
the American dream.
Here's my real based point.
Oh,
Very controversial.
Okay, buddy. Be careful. I don't feel like editing, so better say this properly.
I don't think people.
How dare you?
Like, seriously, I can't believe.
Okay, what?
I think that people who have kids nowadays don't necessarily value the fact that they're having kids. They want to have a kid because it's an accessory. So they have one kid or two kids.
You're saying it's more of like a trendy type of thing to do.
You have a kid. Like back in the day, you used to have like 6 kids because you wanted to have kids. It was like you cared about having the kids and raising the kids properly. Now, like you get married,
they're having
like
the kids
35,
before wanting to actually want the kid.
Or they have the kid and then they realize like all their friends have a kid, so you want a kid. So you have a kid and you realize, oh, it's actually freaking hard. It's actually really annoying to raise them.
Okay.
It takes a lot of energy, a lot of stress, and you know what? I'll just give them a tablet and it'll raise it for me.
Okay, so you're saying that's what's happening.
They have a kid, but it's cute. Babies are cute. They don't do anything. So you could bring them around everywhere. You could fly with them. You could have a little stroller.
But then they turn 2.
And then they turn 2.
They start walking.
They start talking, start grabbing things from the fridge, opening up the cabinet, crying when they want all the candy in there.
I'm sorry.
I'm not talking from experience.
Oh, okay, no, good.
I'm saying it gets hard, so you're like, I'd rather just put a TV in front of them. I understand it, but if you want to have kids, raise them properly.
Or at least give them proper dopamine. Like, I had to watch the same tape of Caillou.
Exactly.
Over and over. The same one. We didn't have unlimited. I had to watch this same cassette tape. Over and over, and the cassette or the cassette would like go it'd start glitching out, and you'd have to like fix it. You had to like rub the CD so that it wouldn't glitch in the middle of it. Kids nowadays won't remember that.
I'm not saying every parent's perfect.
Rubbing on a freaking CD. It's not gonna fix it. There's just doing scratch on it. It's
That's
not gonna
hilarious.
fix the scratch.
Actually, the reason it fixes, you know, the CD code or something. When there's a scratch, it actually recorrects it. It figures out and it fills in the blanks.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think there's a thing to it. Like there's actually some.
We had the Toy Story 2, I believe, in we always had a DVD in our car. It's been inside that DVD player. We no longer have the car,
hilarious.
but we just never took it out. It's been there for years, and at the same part of every single at like an hour and 2 minutes, it'd stop, and it'd be at the scariest part where there's this baby that has spider legs. It was at that same part every single time. I remember I was sick or whatever, and so like I had to like our father brought me to work, and while he was doing something, I was like watching the movie, and it just stopped in the middle, and it was just.
That's hilarious.
And I was just sitting there in silence as he was shuffling through files. There's nothing left to do. That was the beginning of the dopamine wave, because I was watching a movie on thing, but I also wasn't supposed to be there, right? I was sick, and he had to bring me to work, whatever. But
my point is, I'm not saying I'm a perfect parent. I'm not saying
what. You're the perfect, best parent in the world.
Man, my kids are pretty cool.
You're already leaps ahead solely because you don't put tablets in front of your children's eyeballs.
My point is like this: every parent makes mistakes. Every parent is going to screw up somehow. It's always how it is, and of course it's hard. I'm not saying any of that, and I'm sure there's times where you want to have your kid in front of the screen, and you're going to do it, and you're going to do it. And I probably will eventually when kids get older. Like it just is because
it's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
It's also inevitable. They're everywhere. You can't escape it.
But
unless you're in a shut-off community.
Really judge the parents who, like, they don't even try.
Okay, fine.
Like, they have a kid because it's fun and all their friends are doing it. It's popular. It's a nice accessory.
Maybe they do try. They just don't try as much.
It's not everyone, but it's a lot of parents I'm seeing who, like, doesn't look like they're trying.
If you're putting it in front of them as a baby, then yeah,
they're babies. Maybe hopefully it's a small percentage.
And it gets all slobbery. When did the first, like, iPad kids exist? Was it like 10 years ago?
No, it's 15. I know who they are. No,
we know who they are. That's
a very exact number.
that's when it started.
Yeah, so it's probably like 12 years ago.
And I remember being so jealous. It's like, these kids have tablets as a kid. But now I don't envy it anymore because my brain is semi-normal. I'm still mentally insane, and I hate when people are happy on Thanksgiving.
I hope it's a really small percentage of parents who do it, but it doesn't seem like that. It seems like a lot of parents do it.
No, you see kids typing online and giving their opinion in comment sections, and they're
That's
like,
hilarious.
or kids talking, when I see TikToks about kids about getting older sucks, and then the comments are like 12-year-olds who are like, yeah, I'm almost going to be 13 next year, things are going to start changing. I'm like, shut your mouth.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm not saying that crap. I'm 20, I'll turn 21. I'm not saying that till I'm like turning 30. Then maybe I'd start saying that. You're not 30, right?
No, not yet.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be really old.
You'd be so old.
I'd be over the hill.
Wait, I'd be old. Cause
that means you'd be old.
That means I'm already old. I do have to remind myself that I'm no longer a teenager. But I also feel like I'm older because I was always put in that mindset that I'm older because, as I said in my community post on
Are you gonna be like 25?
No, I'm not going to be a man-child.
Time to explore the world or something.
No,
you're never going to grow up.
I'm not. I do plan on getting married at a regular time.
Ripe 19.
Ripe 19. Early 20s, the Jewish way. But
I think it helps when you get married young and you raise kids young and you with your partner. Yeah, it makes it easier. If you're like 35 and you start to get married and have kids, then you're already really set in your ways and you already enjoy your relaxation. It's so hard to bring a kid into the picture, man.
It's not.
Just imagine.
You have the way you do things, and someone else has their way they do things, and because you've been doing that thing for 15 years,
and then
so it's hard to change when you meet someone at that age.
And a baby disrupts everything.
Exactly.
And you're exhausted. Dude, kids break you, man. They break you down.
You good?
I'm fine.
Everything's fine.
I just want to put a tablet in front of my kids. Can I please put a tablet?
Don't do it. So you're telling me it only gets worse, is what you're saying.
It gets more beautiful. If you put in the time. And you have the right mindset. That's my point. You have to have the right mindset when you have kids. Don't just have a kid because all your friends have a kid. Have a kid because you want to raise the next generation of soldiers.
Strong, independent, emotionally intelligent
people.
And people are great.
Society.
I love people.
Society enhancing.
And if you're a really smart parent, instead of putting a tablet in front of your kids, you'd make them your little slave or something.
Generational.
Let them work for you, or work in your business, or start cleaning shit. Isn't that what they're for? To clean shit in the house and make you take out the garbage cans. I'm pretty sure. I probably shouldn't use the word slave. It wasn't the best word.
I can't wait till my kids get older and then they can start doing stuff around the house. Because right now I just clean up after them constantly.
I still take out the cans because I live here.
Quality.
And I'm old. I'm 20. I'm taking out the cans. What do you think is I saw this video the other day. It said, if you're single and in your 20s, leave your damn house. It was a video about that because it teaches you to about truly being alone, not just seeing someone once a day, but actually truly being alone. And I was thinking about it. I was wondering what you would say about that. I was wondering if you think it's a good idea for me to move out on my own.
Yeah.
On my own?
Wait. Question.
On your own. That video was specifically about being on your own. Because I technically could.
I don't think so. No, I don't think you should move on your own. I think you should get a place with roommates.
With some roommates, yeah.
There's something about having people around that's important.
That ruins that guy's whole video, though. He's saying you have to be by yourself and learn how to be by yourself, sort of.
I mean, yeah and no.
You probably get depressed.
Yeah, it gets very lonely, and then you end up being out. And then there's part when I was old, before I got married, but kind of when I was done school, I did that. I dormed with a bunch of guys.
Guys?
I don't know why I came out like that.
Gay? Okay, yeah,
and there's something nice about, you're your own person. I had my own bed. I shared a room with one other person, and we did our own thing. And I hung out with other friends. We actually weren't friends necessarily, but when you come back,
you had a roommate, rent roommate.
Yeah.
Not in school roommate.
Not in school, no.
Right before you got engaged.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So my point was, there's something nice about if you live by yourself. If you live by yourself, and great, you become your own independent person, whatever. But then you need social and you need to talk to people. It's healthy.
Well, that's the thing. It forces you to go and be social.
But then you come
back. It's
different
though if you're Jewish, though. I feel.
But then you come back
if you move to middle of nowhere as a Jewish person, it's just there aren't many Jewish people around, communities to go to synagogue and things like that.
Well, then you usually hang out somewhere else late.
That's why you kind of get roommates, yeah.
But then you come back 1 a.m. and and then you're alone. There's something nice. Not that you need someone to sleep in the same room as you.
I don't see anybody anyways. I go to bed at freaking early in the morning. I mean, early at night, early in the morning.
My real point is it's nice to come back and sometimes hang out with your roommates.
Yes.
And you don't necessarily have to go somewhere to hang out.
So why would I need to leave the house then, technically speaking?
Because you want people your age.
But I hate people.
But yeah, you gotta get over that.
I love people.
Well, it's a good dynamic to learn. You have to split responsibilities. And another thing, you have to split responsibilities. And
the thing is, though,
learn how to
behave
with other people because you're gonna get married.
The reason I never did that was because I feel like I learned all those things when I was in college, or Jewish college, whatever.
You do, but it's a little different when you're really on your own. I had to make my own food, and they were making their own food.
But I was doing that also.
That's true.
I'm saying I was
did
making
too.
my own food.
It was a little bit different. It was a good experience, just living on my own. But I like the roommates mainly.
It was different because when you're living alone, you're truly, truly alone. There's no structure.
It gets pretty, like, even my last year, I had one other roommate, but he wasn't there so much. But it was actually in school, ironically. I kind of feel like certain days are just like, there's no one to talk to. Like, if you're in your room, there's like no one to talk to. You have to like go, wherever you go.
You have to go out.
Which is fine, but also like, sometimes you just don't feel like leaving and you want people around you.
I don't want to do it though because I don't want to. Then I'll start learning habits, and then I won't be able to get married because I'll be dedicated to my habits. I won't be able to get married.
Especially if you live alone. There's something to it. There's something to living with other people.
I was trolling, but I mean maybe.
No, I think it's a real thing. When you live with other people, you learn to interact with other people and share space with other people, and it's not like high school. It's a little different. Like,
but I feel like marrying someone and living with them is so much different than living.
100%.
So that's what I mean.
I know.
So I'll just get married and.
Well, marriage is adjustment too. You have to learn how to live with another person.
Yeah. Well, so I'm not getting married yet because I'm not ready yet. I'm 20.
Perfect.
My RaBBois saying it's get married. Like it's time. It's time to get married. I'm like, yeah.
I think if you're emotionally ready, you could. I think it's.
I don't think I am. I think in a year maybe I would be, but I wouldn't till like 3 years maybe. 2 years. Why you look at me like that? Is that too old? Is 23? No. 23 is old now? I thought like 24, 25 was old.
I'm not saying it's old. I'm thinking about
people aren't Jewish that are watching this like, what the hell is going? And in the Hasidic, ultra Hasidic, they do it at 18.
I think it's dumb people get married at 35. I think it's so lame.
I don't think you should get married at 35. I think you should get married in your 20s. Anywhere in your 20s. In Jewish community, it's better in your early 20s. Just
you should get married before you have your own habits, so you don't have to change them. In a way.
So you're saying it's over? It's too late for me?
Oh, you're very scheduled? Nah, I had my own schedule in school, and you change it when you get married.
I'll instantly change it because I'll love my wife so much. I would do anything for them. I would change everything.
Yeah, when you're just married without any kids, it's a little bit easier. When you have kids, you're forced to change.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting up at 6, 7, regardless of how you feel.
You're getting up at 6, 7?
Oh, yeah, wake up.
You don't go to bed at 6, 7?
Good morning, sunshine.
But what if my job requires me to wake up, go to bed at 6, 7?
Well, that's a conversation for you and
your
lucky spouse.
I have no spouse at the moment, or currently working with any spouse potentially.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they're just letting. Not that you would assume that I don't leave the house.
What are we gonna do when you get married? How are we gonna do this? We're gonna like Zoom, or are you gonna like live right next door to me?
Well, we'll have this massive like dynasty by then. So you'll fly in, I'll fly in. It'll be like that type of thing.
Yeah.
You'll take the jet. It'll be that whole situation.
I got you.
And it'll be very, very wealthy. Is there anything else you want to bring up?
Man, I think I'm out.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Short episode.
Yeah, shorter episode. We got some things. We got some things. Anyways. Bengals are literally going to win it all. I don't give a crap. Bengals got injured. Jake Browning legacy. He will beat the Steelers, and the whole entire narrative will switch, and it will change.
I don't want to put my hope in a backup. I want the Bengals to take.
He looked decent. If we are an elite offense, so if you're a subpar quarterback, you could win a game.
He looked cool in his news conference.
He did look pretty. He looked like he was
freaking ready to go.
He looks like a knockoff Walmart Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
like a knockoff version. I'm serious.
But you know, like the salsa, which
and
is
he's
pretty
a
good.
6, and he's a 9. The 6-9 combo.
Sometimes the Walmart brand is better than the.
It's true. It's cheaper. It's better. It is cheaper. We're not paying this guy $275 million. 25? 75.
To rip his hand.
To freaking rip his hand and rip his calf.
It better not be an injury guy.
Oh my god. We'll have AJ McCarron, Bengals legend. That's who
he apparently was not. It's only just bad luck.
His first ever career start, he looked pretty good, so I have faith in that. But anyways, appreciate y'all for watching. This might come out Sunday probably, so hope you had a good Thanksgiving. And we're so thankful for you. Make sure to download on Spotify.
Hug your parents.
Hug your parents. Smash like, subscribe. Literally, goodbye.